Today's Thursday, it's the 11th of January 2024, and we've come to El Campo. We just needed a bit of shopping, and we come here particularly because they sell some coffee that I like. So, well, we'll see if we get anything else. Generally you do, don't you?
Of course I will.
As we go round the shop, I'll try and point out as many prices as I can, and well, you can have a look and see what it looks like in your hometown. And what's the cost of living like in Mallorca compared to the cost of living where you live. And Anita's already been to buy a lottery ticket or to get her money back.
I bought a little.
Yes, so she won, got a little bit of a win.
2.
And that meant she could get a free lottery ticket. So the El Campo's a shopping centre. It's got some shops here. Then the big hypermarket, and it's probably one of the biggest on the island. So down there you've got lots of shops.
You can have a coffee first.
And Anita says we're going to have a coffee first.
And have a look at the C&A.
And they've even got a C&A here. Just like the one in Palma, it's just not a very big one. So hopefully we'll find a table, we'll find a coffee. Busy. And El Campo's actually been in the news recently because they intend to extend. The supermarket here is huge, but it's not that they intend to extend, it's the extra shopping area with the smaller outlets, and there's a piece of land next to it which they're going to extend onto, and almost double the size of the complex. So here not only have we got the El Campo supermarket, but we've got Decathlon, which is the sports shop, and we've got a big DIY store called Leroy Merlin. These are all on the same site. No news yet as to what is going to appear on the new part. There's lots of smaller shops as well, so well, it's something to keep an eye on and see how the work progresses. The situation of El Campo is outside of Palma. It's actually on the motorway going up towards Inca and the north of the island, Alcudia, Poyensa, and so you'll pass it on the way if you're going up to that side of the island. But it is big, and well, sell just about everything you could possibly imagine. Probably tell from the video just how big this place is. They've now got the self-service section.
New. Can't wait for them to have the scanners here like they have in England. I really like them.
They don't have the scanners yet where you can scan your own shopping. So going around a place like this, you'll get your 10,000 steps in. And there's different bars and restaurants as well in here. Happy New Year. Seen someone we know. Have your nails done? See you. Bye. Quite a long walk just to get to the entrance here, isn't it? This is a station where you can wrap your Christmas presents up. It's still there. It's all right. Gives me something to lean on.
Do your, Barbara showed me this, Barbara Marsh, you do your driving licence things.
I think every 5 years now, when you reach 70, you have to renew your driving licence. And here you have to have a photograph. You have to have a medical as well. Make sure you're fit to drive. So just as you come in, you've got all the electronic stuff on that side. And white goods like washing machines and tumble dryers, computers. It's usually where I usually get lost. See, it is vast here, and they've got rebajas. They've got sales in here. See what bargains they've got, if any. Pretty much like any big supermarket then. These are promotion items. So it looks as though they're on sale, but really they're just things that they're promoting. Still got plenty of toys in. Thanks for Anita. Getting some milk. Don't go big on fresh milk here. So this is all the fresh milk they've got, and that's €2 for €2.38 for 1.5 litres. But they have masses. All of these other shelves are for long life milk, and long life milk tends to be cheaper. And obviously lasts longer. It's long life milk. Eggs, they're medium. That's $1.45 for 10. They do dozens anymore. Oh yes, they're dozens up there. $2.18, dozen large. Big on fish here. We don't ever buy fish, fresh fish like this, but they have it in the freezer compartments as well. But there's a big fresh fish stall. Fresh fish big in the Mediterranean diet. Get yourself a lobster, a live lobster. Yeah, you can't smell it, haven't you? $250 grams of cod for $3.89. That's frozen. Here we've got the octopus and squid, the buccaronis. And a big thing they sell here, of course, is water. People do buy a lot of water here. I saw one couple going out with 2 trolleys completely full of water. Anita's getting her water. These are 84 cents for a bottle, 1.5 litres. my coffee.
To make a banana bread, so I need some walnuts.
Dates,
We've got some dates.
dried apricots, all the things for making your cakes. Nuts. Sweets on that side. Nuts on this side. €5 for a big bag of nuts.
Shall I get two smaller
Half a kilo.
ones? Shall I get two smaller ones?
Excellent selection of nuts.
And I like those in here. You choose your own on the left.
So on this side, yes. Ooh, we've got some there with wasabi.
Do you want some? I think you might have one in actually.
We're in the coffee section now, and the coffee I like is this one is a instant coffee. This is the Colombia coffee, and they started putting it in a tin, but they've made it smaller, so there's only 90 grams of coffee instead of 100 grams. And they used to do a Colombia of their own here at El Campo, but I can't see it anymore. So looks like they've stopped making that one, stopped selling it. Or maybe we've just come at the wrong time. So not much in the way of instant coffees, but if you go down here, the ground coffee and the coffee beans and the capsule coffee, there is masses of choice. Masses and masses of choice. All this aisle now is either capsule coffee or ground coffee or the whole beans. You can get the beans as well, and lots of different types. Coffee really big, as you'd probably imagine in Spain. Actually, I think sunflower oil has actually dropped in price. It's now $1.45 for a litre, which is not too bad. It's the price of olive oil that's shot up tremendously, and people use a lot of olive oil here, and you would usually buy it in maybe 3 litres or 5 litres, but here we're spending €46, €50 for 5 litres. There's one at €55. The sort of one we would have is going to cost us, well, getting on for €10 for a litre of olive oil. And you can see there's lots and lots of oils down here. Just looking at tomatoes, they sell tomatoes, either chopped tomatoes, there's chopped tomatoes that are mashed, or you can get the peeled tomatoes. Rice is another staple. Of course, we have a special rice which is particularly for the paellas, as well as the longer grain rice. Breakfast cereals didn't seem to be a big thing when we first came to the island. It's gradually changed though. So they've got a whole variety of breakfast cereals. They have their own brands. Auchan being the brand which Al Campo is. But they also have the Kellogg's as well.
Golden grains. I know.
When we first came, there was very few different types of cornflakes and that sort of thing that you can have. Now there seems to be lots. And then on the other side, biscuits, popular here just as they're popular in the UK. Something we very rarely buy actually. Here's Kellogg's cornflakes. You can do a price comparison on that one. That's €2.59. And that's for quite a big box by the looks of things. What size are those? Whatever they are, it's a big one. 500 grams. We're in the aisle with sweets now and chocolate drinks. This is along here. Yeah, so it's chocolate drinks. And some sweets to go in the car. A big thing, this chocolate drinks, Nesquik type chocolate drinks. They have it in the morning for breakfast and dip their churros in it. Bread, toasted bread, all for breakfast with these little Kelly biscuits, such as typical of the island here. This Kelly is a factory on the island here, so they're local. They're just like hard bread biscuits. Here we've got sort of biscuits for cheese biscuits. So there's the toast down there. Donuts and sliced bread, which they don't go a big thing on here. They tend to have more fresh bread, but more and more sliced bread. So there's a loaf of bread. This is the store's own brand, and that's €1.24.
About the same price as in England, is it?
Rolls for your burgers or your hot dogs. Sugar, $1.47 a kilo, white sugar. And now we've got to the wine. Big range of prices here, from cheap wines, €2.99, €2.25. We have more expensive wines. Pays your money and takes your choice. $2.50 there. These are some of the promotions left over from Christmas. That's $6.94 for a Cune Crianza Rioja wine, and a bottle of white wine to go with it as well. Campo Viejo down there is one that you get in England. We've seen that a lot. That's $5.74 a bottle.
Across the Mallorca ones, yeah.
And here we're getting on to the Reservas and Grand Reservas. So this is a Grand Reserva Faustino one. That's just over €20. And then the really expensive wines in here. So we've got some wine up there, which is just €377 a bottle.
78.
If you're looking for some stronger things, we've got some Gordon's gin there, pink gin, €15. Baleares at $13.20. This is for a litre, of course. And just looking over the other side, because here we've got some Mallorquin wines. One we usually go for. That's the V-Ray. That's just down the road from our son.
Everywhere.
Just going to get a bottle of that. And then the one we do have as a day-to-day wine is the one down right at the bottom there. It's the Jose Cognac, which is €6.54. Like your whiskies. One I like there, it's Famous Grouse, that's $13.89. Nice big bottle of Dewar's there for €29. Red Label. It's a Johnny Walker Red Label, $11.99. But you probably want to go for the Black Label. And Black Label 24. Well, they've got a double black for 36. Another drink from here is called Yerbas, an aniseedy sort of taste. Got some different models, different types of it here. Tunel is the one that's very typical. €9.80 on the bottle. Some fancy bottles of it there.
Brandy.
Yes, I do like that. Limoncello. And then the brandies along here. Sobrano, €9. Vetrano, €9. And then you've got the Torreses. And then if you want a really good one, then Carlos Primero, there we go. Have a glass with it as well.
It's a big glass.
It doesn't look like very much like a brandy glass to me. My imagination of a brandy glass.
Cardinal Mendoza. That's what you mean.
Cardinal Mendoza there. That's a good one too. €25 a bottle then.
Too bad, is it?
Going to go down the fruit and vegetables. This is potatoes, $1.83 a kilo, and apples, all the different varieties of apples. Winter likes the pink lady.
You do as well?
I do too, yes. Have we got potatoes in?
You.
Garlic. And onions, $1.25 a kilo for onions. Well, we started having quite a lot of sweet potatoes. These are $1.65 a kilo. All the other variety over here a bit more expensive at $2.25 a kilo. There's onions at $1.90 a kilo, or the white ones $1.99, or the red ones at $2.45 a kilo. Melons, the other ones up there, $2.45. This will be per kilo. These ones are $1.48 a kilo. Limes, $2.95 a kilo. Lemons, we've got a garden full of those. And oranges, we've got a garden full of those, so we don't need any of those. Over this side, you can buy them all in bags. So big they've got their own little cafe in the middle. Here, stop. Grapes. Everyone's been buying grapes for the new year, so 12 grapes of good luck on New Year's Eve. And chestnuts. A bag of chestnuts for $5.59, or get them loose for €7.45 for a kilo. Pomegranates. It's the peppers. Green peppers, yellow peppers, more green peppers. These are pimientos de padron, and we've got some chilies up there as well. Cucumber. Aubergines. Cauliflowers look pretty good today, so Anita's going to get those. They're just $1.99 each. Nice big cauliflowers. Now we come to the tomato section. Some of these are dried tomatoes, so these are the ones that have been hung in the sun and allowed to dry a little bit more intense. I do like to have some tomatoes, yeah. Look at those, they're huge. There's some more that have been hung. And the little cherry ones on the end.
Which one do you want?
Lettuce. Red cabbage. I use that in experiments with the children at school. Carrots. $1.25 a kilo. Broccoli. Beans. Anita's just getting some parsnips. You can't always get parsnips here. I think they've got plenty today. And they do stew packs. $1.59, you've got a mixture of things to make yourself a stew with. Spring onions. Mangoes, avocados, pineapples. Ginger, kiwis, papaya, lots of different things here. And just before we leave here, just have a wander. See how quiet it is, and Anita's just remarking how quiet it is. Just have a quick look at the time, not sure what time it is. Oh, actually it's 1:30, so it's lunchtime, but you'd expect a few more people here. We've got shops for all sorts of different things, and some of these shops have got their sales on. You see a sign that says Rebajas, that's the sales. Bring the children here many years ago. They used to be enthralled by the tropical fish. So this one's been here for quite a long time. And the other animals in there, maybe that's where we got our hamster from. Got a Zara's in here. There's Decathlon. If you want to go to Leroy Merlin, you have to go outside. There's no direct connection. And we used to come here to get our duvets cleaned. I used to know the owner of the cleaners. I'm guessing it's changed hands. I've not been here for quite a while. lottery shop. Get yourself a lottery ticket. We've got to this from outside, from one of the vendors outside. And the cobblers, so you can get your shoes repaired. Just a minute. So this is going to be extended considerably when they open up the other part. I'm guessing that's going to take a year or two. Movie stars, mobile phones. Well, we've done our shopping now, and time to go home. So it's looking a bit grey and a bit dull out there, so we'll dodge the spots as we go home, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. I'll show you how grey it looks over that way and over that way. But then you look over that way, it's a bit brighter, so who knows what's to come. One of the beauties of coming to El Campo is they've got underground car parking, so if it's raining you don't get yourself wet, and if it's really hot in the summer you're in the shade. So we've just got to come down here now, and like many places now you're getting these lockers for Amazon. We've not used them yet, but they're available. So this is the entrance to the underground parking, and there's loads of parking here, so never a problem.